I was told that my intros are far too long, so we're going to make this one short and sweet. Today, we're showing the way to play USA, okay? I'm gonna grab my 5 achievements, I'm gonna make sure to get Afro-Americans as a primary culture, and I'm gonna go for a world conquest because I'm crazy. But before we get started, I'd like to thank my newest Patreon pledges and YouTube Premium members, Folkbear, Muskin, Mandeltort, Sauron, Taylor Knight, Vladzio, Valen, and Erwin Rommel. You guys are all kings, and I appreciate the support immensely. In fact, everybody watching today is an absolute king. Now, let's get into the video. Hello everybody and welcome to my playthrough of the United States of America. This is going to be a unique one because I rarely play a country that is this powerful at the beginning. I don't think I've ever actually done a great power run for any of my videos yet. It's always been something like a major power at most. Usually it's an insignificant power. I have no idea what to do at this point. I mean, what would be counted as a good way to end it? Should I go for World Conquest? We're going to try for World Conquest. But not only that, we're going to go for a bunch of other challenge runs at the same time. We're going to go for the 5 achievements that you get as the United States. Go Westward, Young Boy, and Fordlandia, Bananas, the Banana Company, and I can't remember, Star Swarmed Banner, where you have to have like 100 different states all at once. That's a wild one, that's for sure, but if you're going to go for that one, World Conquest is always a good idea, especially at the same time. We're going to go for another challenge aspect. We're going to keep the Dixie culture. We're going to force the Civil War, but we're going to go for Afro-American culture, Yankee culture, and Dixie culture. That is going to be very challenging. Reconstructing the South is such a pain. There's, 16 different states here? Maryland, Delaware, Missouri, Kentucky, Virginia, everything in the South here, including Florida. Yeah, that is a lot to reconstruct. It is way harder than it sounds, so that should be good to make this at least somewhat challenging. But what I discovered is if you're going to do something like that, you might want to wait 20 years before you actually go through with the Civil War, because the longer that you wait, the faster you can get multiculturalism done, and you'll have a lot more construction to work with, which means it'll be a heck of a lot easier reconstructing the South at that point. Now, let's get into the actual startup, shall we? Okay, now, to start off as the United States, what I suggest people do is to make use of the fact that you do start off with National Militia. Now, National Militia is actually really good for the United States because they have a huge amount of population to work with, 15 million to be exact, and it's spread out pretty well. But here's the thing. If you go for National Guard right away, you actually get even more battalions that can be mobilized. So I always beeline for National Guard right off the bat. The reason why is because we're not going for slavery banned right away. We're not going for anything else at that point. Don't even touch your citizenship laws until you can actually get multiculturalism. There's no point in getting cultural exclusion. It will not get you the Afro-Americans anymore. So it's not worth it at that point. Wait until you can actually get human rights and then go for multiculturalism. You could switch off a local police force, but that's not really going to help you that whole heck of a lot. And effectively, your economic laws are already done. You already got total separation. You already got census suffrage. You already got presidential republic. You got pretty much everything that you really need except for maybe healthcare and obviously internal security. I do suggest going for National Guard instead of the other two. I would actually suggest keeping National Guard for the remainder of the game. It's that good. You get that many extra battalions, and extra battalions are safety. When you have your troops already raised, the rest of the game can see those troops. I don't have 15 troops now. I have 263 troops. That's how many troops that I actually have now that the computer can see. And even if it doesn't directly improve my actual power projection, the computer sees it. And that's really all that matters at the end of the day. You don't actually have to raise them, but they're going to see it. And that's going to prevent them from attacking you. And that's actually where a lot of players run into trouble, is they forget to raise their conscripts. And then they're wondering why they keep getting attacked every 5 minutes. Now, for technology, modern sewage. You're going to run into infrastructure problems early on, especially if you build in Pennsylvania, which is what I typically do. I actually don't spread out very much. I just do Pennsylvania and only Pennsylvania. That's typically what I like to do. For taxation, I guess we could probably reduce it to low for now. We'll go low government wages, we'll go high military wages, simple. Maybe we'll go tobacco. That'll, keep us solvent in the meantime. Let's work on our mobilizations as well. Boom. You know what? We're not going to do full mobilization. A little too expensive, so we're just going to do what's cheap. Is that cheap? Relatively. Actually, yes. Tobacco's relatively cheap. Nope, nope, not touching that. No. That's too expensive. Okay, we're gonna leave that as is. Perfect. Now, let's fix our colonization. Make sure that we got OKC covered. And I guess this is going to be a bit of a controversial little aspect here. What I like to do at the beginning as the United States is I like to actually max the amount of money that I have. I like to actually store it up. And we have a lot of extra bureaucracy. The state efficiency is really, really nice. I'm not going to lie. But the amount of money that you can save just by doing this one thing, swapping off to simple organization. Now, it drops down, obviously, but here's the thing. Go to Washington where you have the main bonus for all of your government admin, and you're going to want to swap them off to standardized filing, and same with Pennsylvania, because it's your main area. You're going to be needing that, and New York, which I think is below on taxation. Just by doing that, you're now up, 15,000? And yeah, you're losing 4% state efficiency. Is 4% state efficiency for construction worth 15,000? Probably not, especially since in the early game, you're going to be very, very aggressive. You're going to be attacking countries like Mexico, and you're going to want that extra money to do that. Next up, I'm going to suggest, let's go and deal with rivals. Let's deal with the rivals. I'm going to say Brazil. We're going to go Netherlands, because they're weak, and Portugal, and Spain. Spain is actually a non-factor in this game. At least that's what I've noticed since the latest patch. So don't be afraid to rival Spain anymore. They're probably not going to attack you at any point in the game. I like to befriend Russia. I like to befriend France. I like to befriend Great Britain. Doing so keeps them off your tail, and that's always a good idea. As for what you want to build first, I'm going to suggest railways and construction sectors in Pennsylvania. We're going to go absolutely ham when it comes to construction. The reason why I wanted all that extra money is because all that extra money translates to more buildings, and you're going to want to do as much as you can to get more buildings. As for the first thing that we're going to do after that, before we unpause, attack Mexico. Now, my suggestion is to attack Mexico in California. It is the most expensive state in the West Coast that will not draw in France. You see, France actually has a chance to be drawn in if you attack like Mexico in their homeland. It's not a great chance, but it's like 1 in 10. And if you don't like restarting, my suggestion is to just, accept the fact that you're going to be attacking the West Coast anyways. Just go after Mexico in California, and nobody's really going to intervene. You really think the Hudson Bay Company's going to join them? No, they don't. That would be crazy. And yeah, I've noticed that they rarely ever do. So there you go. That's the startup. Everything else after this is going to be something that we're going to be doing after we unpause. So here we go, guys.
After these messages, we'll be right back.
Now, the number one thing that I need to look for is I need to actually put all of my conscripts up, make sure that all the fronts are covered. I actually think I need to move these guys over to the southern front, and we're going to move our conscripts up into the middle front, because the southern front is the one that's going to have pretty much all the battles. I'm going to put you on defensive mode, just to be safe, just to be on the safe side. Are they going to back down? I didn't think of that. We might have to fix that. Okay, so we're gonna force some primaries here, mostly the cheap ones. Texas and Nevada. That should actually be good. That should be good. We got 11 left, but I mean, we're taking infamy like crazy. I don't really want that much infamy, to be perfectly honest, especially since we just pissed off Britain, didn't we? Okay, maybe I've gone a little too far here, but that's okay. We're gonna figure it out. We're gonna figure it out. It'll work. It'll work. It'll be fine. Everything is fine right now. We just failed on National Guard. That is unfortunate. And we'll try to stall the removals as much as possible while we wait for the Seminole land to end up under our control. Let's see here. What's going on here? Ooh, I will take the +3 for everybody else. Now, don't boost the Whig Party unless you can really, really boost them. I discovered in other playthroughs that if you boost the Whig Party too fast, you're not going to have enough anything to actually pass any laws. Unless you can get the Whig Party over like 60%. But that is really hard to do in the early game. So we're going to reprimand him. We're not going to boost the Whig Party at all. We're going to stay with our lovely little 8% at this point. I know it's a bit of a pain, but it's just something we're going to have to deal with. Obviously, that's because we kind of need our government to stay in power. And if we're not careful, we can run into real problems, and I don't like that. I don't really want to boost the Democratic Party, though, so we'll just take the 10%. Yes, we'll go for the crooked stuff. Oh boy. What's going on here? How come you're not joining in? There we go. Now everybody's out there fighting, as they should. And now you're going to discover why I like to save up a little bit of money before I start anything, is because it costs money to go to war. A heck of a lot of money, in fact. And we are losing it hand over fist, but it's not the worst. It's not the end of the world. We did not get over 50% on our unacceptable government, unfortunately. And we're still running into trouble with only 9% on National Guard. And we just failed again. Dang. It's getting to be a bit of a pain, but it happens, it happens. Kansas will remain a free territory, and Mexico is not looking good. I actually feel bad for them. We're going to keep an eye on John Calhoun. Hopefully we can get rid of that coup right away. What's going on here? Oh, never mind. Well, I guess they get an extra 10%. Buggers. I'm not happy about that one, but that's okay. The war is over. We win. Mexico loses. Look at all that we've taken from them. Oh, I can't even put any more colonization down, but dang, that's a lot. We should probably actually bring them into the fold and incorporate everything. That might cost me quite a bit, but that's okay. I think we have enough. We might. Yes, we do in fact have enough. Perfect. Perfect, perfect. Anything else? Actually, I should probably double check. Just scroll down here, and nope, we're good. We're good. So this should be an interesting one. Let's keep building up on our construction sector and get a couple more universities in. We're going to do our best to get our innovation up as much as humanly possible, because if we do so, it'll be a heck of a lot easier for us to get to human rights right away. We are still running behind. I would like to get this entirely backfilled. Probably get the joint companies done earlier, but everything else should be backfilled. And then we'll work our way up to human rights. That'll be, what, 20 years at most. That's not going to be the worst, especially if we keep pumping up our universities like I plan to in this run. As for warfare, I haven't decided if I'm going to go for world conquest yet, but if I do decide to go for world conquest, you're going to know it, because in the early game, I'm going to skip every single war. Obviously, we're still at war with Siam here. In fact, if I unpause it, I think we're going to end this war. Let's just do that real quick. Come on, Siam, give up. Give up so I can continue what I was saying. Come on. Come on. It's over. Come on. Just surrender. Do it. Do it. Why are you taking so long? There we go. Okay, now that Siam is now my protectorate, I can finally state what I was going to say. I'm not going to show you the beginning of every war, because if I end up doing a world conquest, that's going to be, what, like 400 different wars? That's how many different countries we got to deal with and contend with. And some of them are going to have to attack like 2 or 3 times, like Spain, France, Austria, Prussia. Russia, you might have to attack 10 times. Qing, you're going to have to attack 10 times. Britain, you're going to have to attack 5 times. Oh, it's a nightmare. So, yeah, if you notice that I'm skipping wars, that's the reason why, because otherwise you guys are going to go absolutely bonkers at the end. And I'm going to go bonkers editing this. This is going to be a bit of a nightmare one. I can feel it. But in the meantime, I hope at least me going for the challenges is going to be interesting enough for you guys, even if you don't want to watch all the way to the end. The only reason I'm going to try for a world conquest is so that people will get off my back about doing world conquest. I hate doing them. I don't like it. They take forever. The game slows down to a point where it's painful. But for this run, we're going to see. Now, obviously, building in Pennsylvania does come with its downsides. Namely, infrastructure use gets really, really annoying. You're going to have to build a lot, and I do mean a lot of railways to maintain your growth in Pennsylvania. But the reason why I like Pennsylvania so much is because of how much cheaper coal is here. You also get the infrastructure bonus, but that doesn't really matter. But the extra coal throughput is huge. It definitely does keep prices down, especially for the iron mines. It makes it easier for them to make a profit, which in turn makes it easier for you to keep building more and more, even if it goes into the negatives, which you should be effectively trying to do. Obviously, I haven't been doing a good job yet, but eventually we're going to force this down into the negatives, especially in Pennsylvania. We're going to want up like 2,000 to 1,000. So, you know, it gets a really good negative on there, and it makes it much, much cheaper on the construction goods. That's why I like to build all of my construction sectors in Pennsylvania. It just makes it a heck of a lot easier on that front. For universities, I like to build them all in one state. If I'm playing a country that's already good with literacy, you don't have to worry about qualifications at that point, so you don't have to spread the universities around. If you build them all in one state, I mean, holy crap, we get a 25% bonus from Philosopher Kings, but when that's gone, because I think that's a timed bonus, you still want the economy of scale bonus, which is something that goes up the more, you know, building levels there are, and I believe in the early game it's 20, and it goes up to 20%, and you can get, I think shift working will bring it up to 30%, and then conveyors will bring it up to even higher. So yeah, it goes up, and the throughput bonus definitely makes a difference. Like you see right here, I'm getting 7.3 for my innovation. I only have 4 buildings, so what it should be, I think 6, I think is 1.5 right now because I'm on level 2 for philosophy department. So yeah, it should be 6 innovation, but instead I'm getting 7.3 because of the throughput bonus. That's a huge throughput bonus, but even that extra 3% does make a difference. So keep building universities into one spot and you'll get a big innovation bonus. I think they intended that to be the case. I don't think they wanted us to spread it around because otherwise the throughput bonus wouldn't be so important. In fact, you can actually take a company for that, which would be the Combined American Paper Conglomerate, which can give you craft paper, which will give you another 20% bonus. Typically, for a weaker country, I would take this every single time. Craft paper is that darn good. For America, you're probably going to max out your tech regardless. If you're going for like a tech bonus, you could probably just pick up advanced research at that point, and it'll be enough for you to get, you know, everything. And then you can swap off of advanced research or even dump your block. I have a tendency to dump my block if I go to World Conquest. I would even stay with Trade League. I like Trade League in the early game anyways. At the end of the game, if I'm attacking everybody, trade doesn't mean anything, so you can just swap off of that. It depends on how much mandate progress you got. Right now we only got like, what, 5? But if you get to 25 mandate progress, who gives a crap? Just delete the block and restart a new one if you need it. I mean, the military treaty is way, way better in that case. The only reason we can't get military treaty is because we're obviously stuck on national militia right now, and you probably won't be able to get military treaty until you go for mass conscription. I wouldn't suggest going for professional army, not as the United States, because the amount of militia that you get is just that dang good. I mean, it keeps everybody at bay. Nobody's going to attack us because it looks like to them we have 270 troops, and only maybe France and I guess France and nope, not even Prussia. So France and France. Oh, France and Austria. But Austria has weaker troops. They only have line infantry, so we could kick their butts anyways. So yeah. What was I talking about now? Oh yeah, regarding to throughput bonus, it's always a good idea to put extra universities down as a result of that. Now, what should I be building? I guess I should be building universities. I mean, here I am talking about them. Why don't I actually build them? But at the same time, we need iron mines. Oh my goodness, do we ever need iron mines? In fact, I'm going to swap out the universities. I'm going to put those at the bottom for now. We're going to get those iron mines built first. Do I have my road maintenance down? Yes, I do. Good. Because, oh my goodness, we badly need the iron mines built. The amount of extra money that I'm spending as a result of my neglect is getting kind of ridiculous. Don't forget, this is like, what, plus 70%? So we're probably spending an extra 20 to 30,000 just on iron alone, because of how stupid I've been on this run. I should have been a little more careful on this. Let's get those iron numbers down. In fact, let's improve the trade. Let's put a subvention down. See if we can reduce that cost just a little tiny. Look at that. We saved 3,000 just by subventing. Yeah, we're about there. Wow, it's going down quite a bit. So yeah, subventing really does help. Always make sure to make use of the trade. And ooh, another 10%. Or do I go for 15? I'm gonna go for 15. 15, I think it would be a little bit better. But yeah, as I was, oh my God, we're in the positive now. Just from a couple iron mines, huh? Go crazy, huh? This is why mapping matters. That's why building in the same spot matters. You want to make use of throughput bonuses as well, so make sure you deal with your economy of scale. And once you get your companies, make sure to take a very full advantage of all the throughput bonuses on that front. In fact, we're going to take even more advantage of the throughput bonuses. We're going to build even more iron mines. We gotta fix this. This was definitely an oversight on my part that needs to be fixed. And ooh, the American Dream. 1.5 on Cali. No, thank you. I don't really want it anyways, but I'll take it. I know it'll lead to problems later down the line, but that's fine. We're fine. Everything's fine. Let's take a look. Still over 40%. That's wild. We're building like crazy, and it's still pretty bad for us, but we are now getting balanced again, which means I could probably build some more construction sectors. I'm going to build them in New York, believe it or not. Typically, New York is not a great place because they don't have coal to work with, but I mean, coal is relatively cheap for us anyways. Well, not right now, but it was. And I just like building in New York, and the reason why I like building in New York is because of all the bonuses that you get here. Particularly with trade capacity, the market access impact. It just, you know, even without coal there, the fact that you have a better mappy always makes it a great state to build in. So New York is definitely one of my favorites to build in. I would suggest building there as well. Another good state to build in is Virginia. I know a lot of people don't like building in the southern states before the Civil War because they're worried that it's going to hurt their economy when the time comes. And they're right. But you're probably going to want to pre-build anyways in these areas, even if it does hurt your economy for the Civil War. And the reason why is because it makes it easier with the reconstruction after the fact. But what I've discovered is you don't have to build just in Virginia. There are other states. You got West Virginia, which rarely will join in the war. They count as Dixie too, so that actually does help you. Yeah, they are Dixie, but like I said, it's so rare to see them join the war. Another state that rarely joins the war is probably going to be Texas. You're probably not going to build here, though. Montana is a great place to build as well. Oh, universal suffrage is done. Beautiful, beautiful. And we get another mass migration. That's great. That's great. We're running very, very hot on here. I'm enjoying this. I'm enjoying this quite a lot. Especially since we're still making hand over fist money. And we're only 5 years in. We're all 130. Not as fast as I would normally do. But I think the reason why is because I'm being extra aggressive. If I wasn't being super aggressive, I'd probably be at around 200 construction right now. Mostly because I forgot to build during the war. Whoopsie. Ding, 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 ding.
After these messages,
ding, 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 ding.
we'll be right back.
Well, that is unfortunate for Mexico. What should I take from them? They're not willing to give it up yet, are they? But yeah, this was a non-factor war. Obviously, I'm gonna release my on here, but for the most part, I just wanted them to revoke the claims on here. I know you get claims later. I don't want to wait. I hate waiting. Waiting is pointless. That's actually why I didn't want to take a huge amount of infamy for this war. I don't plan on taking pretty much the rest of Mexico for the rest of the game. Mostly because it's not really necessary for what I need to do. Unless I'm, actually going to go for a world conquest. But if I do decide to go for that, I won't care about infamy at that point. So this is not really... Ooh. They left my... Oh, you sons of guns. Why would you leave that? That was such a good... Oh, dang it. That was money. I was making so much money off of them from that. You dirty dogs. Dirty, dirty dogs. And look like we're going to get colonial exploitation very, very shortly. That's going to be nice. Let's get our colony set up. And where should I colonize before? Ooh, I know what I should do. Put a colony here. Can I get a colony here? No, I can't. Maybe here? Yeah, probably. Raising concerns. This needs to be addressed. I don't really want to help them. Ooh, more gold is always good. It definitely does help in the end. We gotta get our university numbers up, though. Still kinda behind on tech. I'm not happy with that. We've been building universities like crazy, and we're still behind. Again, let me show you that throughput bonus. I lost the time bonus, but I still got plus 20% here. And what is this? 37.5 innovation for what I should have, but I'm actually getting 45 because of the throughput bonus. That's huge. Gargantuan, in fact, and I need to build more. Let's put another 5 in. I know it's not going to help in the short term, but once I get shift working, we'll get 30% throughput bonus. That'll be pretty good. That'll be pretty good. Now, we're done with New York. Should I build in Virginia right now? Should I go for West Virginia? Should I go for Indiana, maybe? Or not Indiana. Which one? Was it Illinois? Nope. Was it Tennessee? I can't remember now. No, it was Kentucky. That's the one I was thinking of. Kentucky. Yes, Kentucky. Or I could do Massachusetts. Yeah, Massachusetts is gonna be good. I cannot talk today. Massachusetts. There we go. I said it properly without a goofy accent this time. Go. Just don't make fun of me. Don't make fun of my accent. My accent is goofy. I know it is. I know it. You know it. We all know it. But it happens. What can I tell you? Do I need more iron at the moment? Yes, I do. In fact, that's a problem. I wish I could get a better control of it, but at least here, I mean, only plus 1%, like I said before. We want to make sure that we have higher amounts in the states that have coal. And the reason why is because the states that have coal are going to be a heck of a lot cheaper for the iron mines to actually build. And because the materials are cheaper for these, you can make them cheaper overall for your construction sectors in that zone. I won't be able to do that for New York because they don't have coal directly, which means that they get their coal from, afar from the American market, I guess. But yeah, plus 13%, that kind of sucks. It does hurt, and that's kind of why I don't like really building construction sectors in states that don't have coal and iron, unless I don't have a choice. But in this situation, I do have a choice. But the choice that I made, obviously, is to make use of the Mappy. That 5% Mappy is nice. It really is. Plus, you want to make sure that New York is one of your more powerful states anyways, but just because you get all the extra bonuses on the harbors, and you're always going to be able to build more harbors, and that is something you should do if you're playing as New York anyways. It's just something you should do. Look at those bonuses. Let me bring them up again. Look at that. 10% port throughput bonus. Huge. Oh, we got colonial exploitation. Very nice. Okay, let's take a look at our companies here. Ba-da-ba-ba. What should I call these guys? I'm going to call them Home Depot. And I'm going to call my food company McDonald's. Beautiful. Now, should I grant them colonization laws? I kind of want to. Gonna put them on McDonald's here. West Africa. Let's do it. Boom. As for Home Depot, where should I put you? Guinea? No, I don't want you in Guinea. Let's put a declaration down in Congo. And get you right here, maybe. And then we can move, yeah, okay, that's a good idea. Gold depleted in California, that's a bit of a problem. Let's fix that now. It is actually a tough call. Do I want to keep the slavery movement? Do I actually want to force a civil war yet? I don't think I do. I don't have enough construction to make use of it. We need to build up more before I even think about forcing the civil war. And the reason why I say that now is because doing reconstruction is not easy. It's actually going to be one of the hardest things that you can do in this game, believe it or not. Doing full reconstruction is such a nuisance. And I don't think I could do it with 250 construction. I need more. I'm going to need bare minimum 400, 500. If you don't have 400, 500 construction, don't try for reconstruction. You're not going to be able to do it. So I'm going to have to cancel Slavery Band. I probably shouldn't have even started it to begin with. I don't know what I was thinking. It's too early for me. On the plus side, though, our war in Japan is going splendid. You're probably wondering, why would I go for Japan, believe it or not? Well, here's the thing. taking Qing out is a pain now. Especially because sometimes they get lost the Opium Wars, which I did, unfortunately, and they only got a minus 5% offense instead of their traditional minus 50%. I missed that. And so attacking Qing, you're going to deal with what? 700 battalions, and they're all, what, line infantry now? Let me double check. I think they're line infantry. Yes, they are. That's painful. I don't suggest it, whereas Japan only has 114. I mean, they're also line infantry, I think. Let me double check. Yeah, they're also line infantry, but, I mean, geez, it's so much easier to deal with 100 than 700, isn't it? Now, I would like Beijing, believe it or not, and maybe I'll go for that later, but Kansai is a good second. Kansai is great. Kansai's got, what, the Kinkozen Sobe Company? Yeah, right here. And that's actually very useful after the 21-year mark where you actually incorporate it, but after you incorporate it and you get the Kinkozen Sobe Company, you get plus 10% infamy decay. Now, I still haven't decided if I'm going to go for a world conquest or not. But if I don't decide to go for a world conquest, it's this company is amazing. Obviously, if you're going world conquest, you're going over 100 infamy, so you don't care about the decay. But if you're not going for world conquest, you just want to, do a lot of aggressive warfare without going over 100, then this is the company for you. Now, obviously, the potential industries kind of suck. You only get glassworks and logging camps. It's not the greatest, especially since, logging camps are already pretty much covered by the wood company. But, that's the price you pay for 10% infamy decay, and there's only 3 or 4 ways to get infamy decay, so that's a big bonus. That's a huge bonus. Where'd it go? I just had it. I was literally just looking at it. Am I going crazy? Am I taking crazy pills here? No, there it is. And I guess, the Satsuma ware is nice to have. It's not really game-breaking to have. I'd rather have craft paper in that case, but that infamy decay is worth it to take Kansai alone. And Japan is easy. Japan's easy mode when it comes to conquering them. They're pretty much the new meta at this point. Going for Qing is always a good idea, but Japan is way, way, way easier. So if you're not, super duper powerful, you don't start off like Great Britain, France, or Russia, yeah, go for Japan. And Japan's easier to contend with anyways, because, look at the literacy rate. 70% literacy rate as opposed to what, let me bring that up. 17%, yeah. So Qing, unfortunately, is not great to conquer big chunks out of anymore. If you had a choice, it's definitely better to go for Japan now. At least that's what I think. You could still go for Qing, but Japan's just better at this point because literacy matters more, innovation matters more, and standard of living matters more. The standard of living in Kanto and Kansai are way, way, way higher than Beijing and Shaanxi, and you're going to be doing a heck of a lot of work here. Whereas with Japan, you don't really have to do any work. You could just draw the population over into America after this point, and that's pretty much what's going to happen after you get multiculturalism, which is something that we're aiming for anyways, because we want Afro-American as one of our primary cultures. That's actually the reason why I canceled the Civil War. I was going to force it, but I changed my mind, and the reason why I changed my mind is because I do not have enough construction. We need to get those numbers up. These are rookie numbers. This is me doing very poorly. I'm sure there's people that are screaming at their computer screen going, "Why aren't you 400 already?" It's because I'm doing a lot of warfare, and I keep forgetting to build during warfare. It is so easy to forget. Oh, that's why I typically have automated building. In fact, I should probably do that just to make sure. You know what? I'm going to do that because I don't really need to worry about Mappy at this point. I've already got my 2 main Mappy zones done, so we're just going to get the coal mine and iron mine covered. It's just so I don't, lose out while I'm, dealing with warfare.
After these messages, we'll be right back. Yeah.
Okay, well, this wasn't much of a civil war, and we already got multiculturalism. Damn, brothers. Damn, brothers. You know what that means, right? Yeah, pretty much the moment that the Civil War is over, we're gonna get... Shoot, I can't remember what it's called. We're gonna get one of those journals completed immediately. And we filled out quite nicely. And look at that, we got 700 construction now. I'm doing a heck of a lot better than before. People probably aren't going to yell at me for not building construction this time around. We're definitely building a lot of construction, and we are losing money hand over fist as a result. The American Civil War is now completed, but already we got reconstructing the nation, and... Oops, did that just complete? Yes, it did. The one that gives you the Afro-American... Oh, equality for all, that's the one. That one is now complete already. How do I know? It's no longer here. It was that easy. It was that simple. Now, you're probably wondering how I'm going to, deal with the reconstruction. Well, there are multiple ways of dealing with that. The first way, and the most obvious way, is getting standard of living up. That's actually why I'm going to take even more of a monetary hit. We're going to reduce our taxation level down to about 0%. And another thing that you probably didn't think about is government wages. We're just going to slightly increase government wages. Just a little bit. Same with military wages, because we do have a lot of troops down here and a lot of government buildings down here. It's going to cost us a lot of money to reconstruct, but it's going to be worth it, because then we get to keep the Dixie culture as well. I mean, I like the Dixie culture. They gave us Fortunate Son. They gave us Proud Mary. A lot of great songs. Creedence Clearwater Revival. Come on, guys. The Dixies, man. Gotta love them. They gave us Kansas, right? Kansas is down here. I don't think they count as Dixie, though, do they? They should, but they don't. I guess not, but whatever. A lot of good stuff. Now, what I suggest doing is just going ham with building standard of living stuff here. So we're going to build textile mills. And let's see if I can remember it offhand. I think there's 17 states that are Dixie, and let's see if I can get them all right off the bat. So obviously Texas, Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, Georgia, Florida, South Carolina, North Carolina, Tennessee, Arkansas. Now these are the ones that I get trouble with. I know Virginia, I know West Virginia, I know Kentucky, I think Missouri, I think DC, I think Maryland, and it's gotta be Delaware. Like, this is the Dixie line, isn't it? Yeah. Or the Mason line, or whatever they call it. So, yeah, I think that's 17. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, yeah, it's 17. And... where does it say? Does it say? Oh, no. Oh, there we go. 17, so 17, and they have to be Dixie. Now, let's bring up Dixie. It should say the homeland, right? I was right! I was 100% correct. Oh my goodness, yeah, okay. So those are the 17. Do them off by heart. Learn your 17 Dixie states so that you can make it easier on yourself, so you know exactly where to build. That's precisely what I've been doing, and we're just going to keep doing this until the standard of living goes up. And that's literally the best way of dealing with this. There is another method, however. Because we already got equality for all completed, we can deliberately pick everything. Oh, I guess we'll recognize the demands. We can pick everything that gives us the plus 20% Dixie. So you're going to get a bunch of random events eventually, and with every random event it'll say, oh well, do you want to take 20% Dixie loyalists, or do you want to lose 30% and get plus 5 for Afro-American acceptance? Well, we already got equality for all, so we don't care about African-American acceptance. They're going to be a primary culture regardless of what we do at this point. Well, I think if we fail, I don't think we get it. But, oh, here we go. There's one. Reconciliation here. You get -5 on acceptance for Afro-American. Doesn't matter, though, because they're already going to be a primary culture. So anything that happens now just doesn't matter later on. But you get 20% Dixie Pops as a loyalist, which is huge. And that's all Dixie Pops in North Carolina. So that's a lot of Dixie Pops right there. And that will definitely make it easier for North Carolina to become one of the 17 states that loves us. So, boom, we're going to take the lovely little bonus here. And look at that, North Carolina is now green. Do they count towards the final amount? No, we're not green enough. So that's what, like 10%? We need 20%. So we just need to keep doing that until we get 20% in all 17 states. That is easier said than done. That takes a lot of effort. But obviously the best way to do that is to just give them jobs. Get all the peasants out. You see these peasants right here? Those are going to cost you big time. Get rid of every peasant that you can. What I've been doing in the build-up to this point is building rice farms. I've been building maize farms everywhere I can. I've been building livestock ranches everywhere I can. Get rid of as many of these peasants as you can. If you see a peasant anywhere, then build some more farms. Just do it. If you can't build farms, build logging camps. If you can't build logging camps, I don't know, build tobacco plantations. Because I think you're going to need those anyways. So yeah, just get those numbers up, kid. Just go wild. Because if you see peasants in a Dixie state, you got to get rid of them. You got to get rid of them. That's exactly what the goal is here. You get rid of the peasants because they kill the standard of living. They really do. Oh, there's no peasants here, so I don't even need to. But if you see peasants, yeah, you got to get rid of them. So, because the lower the standard of living, the harder it's going to be for you to actually get reconstruction done. Not a huge amount of peasants. Let's get rid of some of those. Dixie has, District of Columbia has pretty much no peasants. How about Delaware? You do have peasants. Okay, there we go. That gets rid of a bunch of peasants right then and there. So yeah, the peasant like you can. And it doesn't matter if you take a huge amount of money loss. I mean, once reconstruction is pretty much over, it's really easy to get your money back up. Just raise your taxes. Not that big of a deal. Or lower the taxes here, and it'll definitely go up. The number one issue that we're running into here is our military goods. What's going on? Are we still at war with somebody? Is that what's going on here? Yeah, we're still at war with somebody. What a joke. What's going on here? Is it? Oh my god. Okay. These guys are not raised, but I'm paying for them. I'm paying $500,000 in military goods for unraised conscripts that are raising themselves. Okay, let's try reducing it. Look at this. I'm reducing it, and the amount of money I'm spending is going down. That's a bug. That's a stupid bug. Wow, okay. I might have to re-raise these guys later, but for now, we're gonna just, reduce you down to nothing. Because that's bloody insane. No wonder I was losing money hand over fist. I was wondering why I was losing so much money. I was too busy talking, not enough thinking, and wow, that's gonna cost me, but yeah, okay. And suddenly, our military goods went from 500,000 to 50,000. We're no longer going broke. Wonderful. I shouldn't have been going broke in the first place, but the stupid game decided that, hey, you know what? Let's play a dirty trick on you. Haha. I somehow still have 14 troops. What's going on here? Oh, okay, that's where. Do I have any more troops raised in? Nope. Okay. I mean, 71 is fine. I'm fine with this. Just get rid of this stupid little revolution going on down here. Wow, that hurt. That really did hurt. Let's demobilize these guys. How much money am I now saving? I went from what, 700,000 in the hole to 150,000 in the hole. That's nothing. I mean, I can get rid of that just by raising taxes, pretty much. Yep, effectively. Let's put the government wages back up a touch, and you can raise the military wages up. In fact, we'll put government wages up. Again, put the government wages up because it raises standard of living of everybody who has those jobs. You are going to probably want to spread out a couple of those jobs around here, especially troops. If you're going to build up your army, you should do it in the south at this point for the reconstruction.
After these messages, we'll be right back.
Reconstruction is not easy, I will tell you what, because my goodness, all this work I've been putting into it, and I'm still 0 out of 17. I mean, we got 10 years left, so I know I'm going to get it done, but oh. Calling this difficult is an understatement. It is painful. Let's go for investment banks. But yeah, Hopefully we get public health insurance very, very quickly, because if we do get it, it raises the standard of living quite significantly, although we are going to need a lot of bureaucracy to pay for it, so let's get that done and dealt with now. We have a lot of bureaucracy to build. Because we have multiculturalism done, we have no problems building it in Kansai. The only problem is they're still not incorporated. We got another 6 years to go before they're fully incorporated, and that's a minus 33%. That hurts, but I think we're going to need to do it anyways. Let's get the greener grass off of Alaska for now. I need another 100, so I guess I'll have to take the tobacco tax off. Done. And we're going to do this. Road maintenance. Oh, I guess I don't have any violence issues in here anymore, so I can put the tobacco tax back on. Woohoo, 10,000 bucks. But yeah, just by doing that, we can start increasing some of the government admin here, because they obviously could use it for the tax collection, and we kind of need the bureaucracy really badly. In fact, let's double check to make sure our production is correct here. We could probably get a little bit more. Yes, we did. Got a lot more, in fact. That's really good. And just by doing this, we can increase our standard of living. We're going to get those numbers up just by increasing the healthcare system. And we're going to get that up to level 4. And like it shows right here, +2 standard of living is nothing to scoff at. The lower mortality is always sexy. You kind of want that for every game anyways, which is why public healthcare is such a pivotal law to have. And it's such a pivotal law to beeline for, especially when it comes to government admin. A lot of people don't like building government admins, but I suggest doing it anyways, just so you can get that up. And yeah, there's not much else to this. We're going to keep spreading things around afterwards. Make sure that every single state has a bunch of peasant de-peasant going on. Make sure you got as much standard of living stuff going on around here. Fill up those jobs. The more jobs that you fill up, the better the standard of living. The better the standard of living, the more they're going to love you. It's that simple. Do I need any paper mill here? No. Do I need furniture here? Yes. Not really, but yes. I'll do one anyways. Just spread it around. And maybe I should, in fact, do that fully. Let's just spread it all around. Get more textile mills out there. And again, just put it in every single state that is a Dixie state. You don't even want to build in the northern states in the meantime. Just go ham when it comes to the Dixie states, because they're the ones that you need to get reconstructed. We will condemn slavery. It is very naughty. We don't like it. Naughty, naughty boys. And we're still 0 out of 17. Oof. Painful. Okay, we got that extra company now. I think I'm going to save it, though. I'm going to probably put the Kinkozan Sobe as my next company. I probably should do the Ford Motor Company or even the United Fruit Company. We're going to leave the United Fruit Company until after we go for World Conquest, because I have decided, yes, I am going to go for World Conquest. I think I could do it in this run. It might be a little on the difficult side, but maybe if I swap off my current power block, like I like my current power block, but the Trade League is not going to cut it. We're going to have to go for mass conscription. We're going to have to swap off into, wrong button. We're going to have to swap off and go for, like, military treaty, and it's going to be the only way that we could probably do World Conquest at this point. And the reason why is because I haven't taken big chunks out of Qing yet. I haven't taken the British Raj yet. That can be a real pain coming on later on, especially since you're going to have to do, like, a million different wars at that point, especially in India. Ugh. That's why I hate doing World Conquest, but we're going to try it. We're going to try it. No guarantees. Especially at this point. I mean, we're already 40 years in. You should already be working towards World Conquest at this point, instead of just deciding to go for it like I am right now. But as far as Reconstruction goes, you know what? We're doing really good. We're doing let me bring it up. We're doing pretty good. We're more than halfway done. Take a look at these loyalists. Look at all those greens. Isn't that wonderful? I don't even have to build in those states anymore. What we're doing is we're building exclusively in the states that have a little less love for me. So we're trying to make sure that they have lots and lots of love for me. So lots and lots of standard of living stuff coming in here. We're going wild with it, making sure that they all have plenty. This is the method that I do, and it works like a charm. You could keep spreading it around and make sure that it stays good, but you don't absolutely have to. Generally, it's just better to build in the ones that need it. And by doing that, you can eventually get to a point where it will work out and you can get your lovely 17 states done and readmit the secessionist states at that point. It is difficult, but again, once you're running 400 to 1,000 construction, it gets really, really easy. 400 becomes 1,000 construction over time because you get 10 years to do reconstruction anyways. So you should still be building construction zones, especially in Alabama. You're going to want to put them here. And the reason why is because they're a state that could use the extra work. Just make sure you don't run out of job seekers when you do it. And if you do run out of job seekers, you got Kentucky and Virginia to build in. 2 other great states to build in. I haven't done it yet. I haven't bothered yet, but I will eventually. I will. Arkansas is okay. I mean, they got lead. You got Missouri here. They got lead. You could probably make use of those as well eventually, especially since Missouri has so many population. How the hell does it have so much population? It's just boggles the mind. Same with Arkansas. Like, geez, it's a lot of population. But yeah, we'll just have to keep making use of it, and hopefully we get reconstruction done in time. Well, would you look at that? Readmit the secession states completed. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. It was hard, but we did the reconstruction, and nope, we'll get rid of that one. And we got Afro-American becomes a primary culture of the United States of America. Beautiful. That means we got all 3. We got Afro-American, we got Dixie, and we got Yankee. Isn't that gorgeous? Isn't she beautiful? Oh, there she is. Isn't she beautiful? Can do attitude? No, I don't care about that. But we got an extra company as well. I'll deal with that later. I still need the Kinkozan Sobe company, don't I? Actually, can I do it right now? Let me double check. Can I get them right now? I guess not. Are we incorporated? Yes, we are. So what do I need to make the Kinkozan Sobe company? I need 5 glassworks. Okay, whoopsie, I probably should have done that earlier. Let's just put 5 right then and there, and that should work, and we'll get that company done and dealt with.
After these messages, we'll be right back.
I'm only just now beginning the first steps of World Conquest, and I'm already annoyed. Oh, this was a long war. 2 years at this point, and I'm not showing it to you. I'm already frustrated at this point. I know exactly how I'm going to edit this. You're just going to see the end of every war. I'm not going to show you the beginning. I'm not going to show you the big-ass middle. I'm just going to show you the end results, because otherwise this is going to be a 10-hour-long video, and I already think that this is running on too long. Just the reconstruction alone is probably going to be an hour. So this is wild. I mean, look at the damage I've done, and I still have a ridiculously powerful Germany to contend with. They lost Westphalia, Hanover, Anhalt, and Saxony, and they're still ridiculously powerful. I still got to contend with Russia. I still got to contend with Britain and France, although they still kind of like me, believe it or not, despite the fact I'm being a little on the aggressive side. But I think the reason why they like me still is because I'm only breaking people apart currently, although I should start actually conquering stuff very, very shortly. I think I got 5 more years to break people apart, and after that I pretty much have to conquer everything or protectorate everything, because otherwise you just won't have enough time to conquer the entire world, and you'll run into problems at the end. And yeah, if you're going to do world conquest, generally the best time to do it is around 40 years into the game. If you can do it earlier than that, then you got a better shot of it. If you're at the 50-year mark, you might be in trouble. If you're at the 70 or 80-year mark, you might not be able to do it unless you got like a huge tech lead and you're already a gigantic country like Qing or Russia or something, because at least then if you're Qing and Russia, you don't have to worry about conquering Qing and Russia, which are generally the 2 biggest slowdowns in the game. Russia generally takes, what, like 7 or 8 wars to get rid of. Qing takes 4 or 5 wars to get rid of. India takes like 7 or 8 wars to get rid of, especially if you break them apart and you got like a bunch of individual little wars to contend with, because you have to wait for the stupid diplomatic play to finish up before you can conquer the next one. Ah, that's so annoying. I should be able to attack 20 people at once if I want to. Whatever. Anyhow, like I said, I'm already getting annoyed at the thought of doing a world conquest. I hope you guys enjoy my suffering. Well, I've said it before and I'll say it again. If you're going to actually try for world conquest, you got to get Russia out of the way early in the game. Unless you're actually playing as Russia. If you're playing as Russia, world conquest is super easy because you don't have to conquer Russia. Same with if you're playing as Qing, same if you're playing as India. It's those three that take the longest to contend with, and I hate dealing with them. So if you are not those three countries, even the United States isn't that bad because you can usually break them apart early in the game. The other countries are such a nuisance. It's painful. But yeah, there goes Russia, and we got another mandate. Although I should probably switch off my current mandate into a military treaty. You know what? I'm thinking about it. Maybe I should. Let's do that right now. Actually, no, I'm still friendly, aren't I? Okay, once we're no longer friendly with Great Britain and France, which might be after I go 100 infamy, we're going to swap off to military treaty. And the reason why is because we want aggressive coordination, which will allow us to get a minus 30% on diplomatic play, and that'll make world conquest a heck of a lot easier. Without it, it's kind of a nuisance, especially when you're contending with these stupid Indian countries, especially if like India doesn't fully unite like it has right here. If it was earlier in the game, I probably would have had a better chance because they were a little more united. It'd be a heck of a lot easier at that front, but we'll see. There's a lot of choices here, a lot to contend with. Qing, thankfully, is getting their ass handed to them by the British. That actually does help me because these can actually break apart as their own little country later on. Even without your intervention, once you start attacking Great Britain and you start taking money from them and they make them go bankrupt, this will revolt and it'll become a different country. Joseon hopefully will revolt. Dutch East Indies is another one that you don't really want to take early in the game because all you got to do is take out Netherlands and they become like 8 different countries. You used to get them for free if you took all of the Netherlands, but not in this patch. This patch made World Conquest a heck of a lot more difficult. I would say World Conquest is about 200-300% more difficult than it used to be. Simply because you don't get all of the, you don't get the country as a puppet anymore when you take over the original country. So if I took over all of the Netherlands and every one of their states, the Dutch East Indies doesn't become mine. They just become the East Indies, and then they break apart and become Java and stuff, or Majapahit or whatever. But yeah, it's wild why they would decide on doing that. It makes World Conquest really, really hard. It used to be so much easier. I think now to really do World Conquest best, you kind of want to take India super early from the British Raj and just transfer them over at that point. That is probably something I should have done already. I might not be able to do it later on. We'll see. Once we get to the 100 infamy, if I get unlucky and they break apart and they become India or independent, I might be in trouble. Like, I'm not even kidding. I might actually be in trouble if that happens. And I gotta get a cautious ruler somehow. I don't know how I'm gonna do that nowadays without the exploits. There's so much that I need to make this possible, and I mean, I still got 50 years to go, so I'm gonna give it the old college try, but I don't think it's a guarantee anymore. Not with the current patch. If this is 1.8, I would say, yeah, this is easy. I could do this no problem. I'd do it in my sleep. Now, whew. Now that if you took over all of Britain, you don't get India for free anymore. You don't get Australia for free. You don't get Canada for free anymore. Oof. Makes World Conquest a heck of a lot more difficult. And you can't truce break, so... I'm going to give myself a 50% chance of the World Conquest this run. If this was 10 years ago, if I was at this point 10 years ago, I would say 90%. But now that we're only 50 years left, I'm going to say 50%. So, wish me luck. Well, don't you just love it when you're able to draw in Russia into yet another stupid war that they can't win within a couple years of the last war? I love doing that. That is something that you kind of have to do if you're going to go for World Conquest. You got to find a way to draw in these countries without drawing in everybody else. So, a lot of time is spent just right-clicking on every different little country to see, to see who you can draw into a war and see if you can avoid drawing anybody else into a war. Because now Russia went from, 500 troops to about 375. That's not too bad. It makes them a little bit more manageable. I could probably start taking these lands eventually as well. But yeah, we're just going to keep doing what we can to break apart Russia. Russia is my number one issue. Then Qing is a number one issue, and then the British Raj is an issue. Hopefully I can get a cautious ruler. If I can get a cautious ruler, India is no longer a problem, because then I can take India from Great Britain in as a war goal. That is possible to do, but right now I can't do it because the infamy is over the value is over 100. I don't know why it's like that. It's freaking weird how they set that up. You can't even take the war goal sometimes. Even if I were to attack Britain right now, I wouldn't be able to do that. I don't know why. It's weird. It's just the way that they got it set up. So again, if you get a cautious ruler, that is huge. I'm doing everything I can in my power to swap rulers every chance I get. Just praying that I can get a cautious ruler. I'm trying to force in as many agitators as I can into positions of power. And is this the cautious guy? No. Where's my cautious guy? I can't put her in. He died. My cautious guy already... Oh. No, not him. No, he died. The freaking cautious guy already died. I didn't even get a chance to put him into power. I'm pretty sure that he was a trade unionist, and he died already. And... because I know the trade union is going to eventually get into power, and... because I've been kind of forcing them to get into power. The armed forces are not going to be in power for very much longer. It's going to be the trade union very, very shortly. So I've been trying to get trade unions with the cautious trait, and the one guy that I found is already dead. And I mean, I made him leader, and now some guy called Jose Hernandez is the leader, and he's literary. That's pretty good for infamy decay. It'd be great if I was doing like a low infamy run, but yeah, my cautious guy is dead now. Great. Wonderful. Wonderful. That hurts me.
After these messages, we'll be right back.
I'm wondering if you're starting to notice a pattern here with me constantly dealing with Russia. Russia. I'm just glad that they're stupid enough to constantly join into wars against my Ethiopian conquests. Are these incorporated yet? Nope, they're getting there, but that's one of the best things about having Afro-American as a culture, is you can incorporate pretty much all of Africa for 5 years. That's pretty huge, believe it or not. That makes a big difference. That is a huge boost in population, because these people will migrate over, no problem. And you don't even have to build there. They're just going to move over into your main states without much of an issue, and I love that. I absolutely love that. I mean, you don't even have to incorporate them to make use of that, but I like to build in these states too. And the reason why is because they got millet. Millet's always a good one to build, because especially once you run out of rice, that becomes a problem. Millet's still good. It's not as good as it used to be, but it's still pretty good. Obviously, livestock ranches are way better now. Same with grapes. Same with fish. But millet's still good. It's nice to build when you have issues with grain, like I do right now. Oh, and there goes Russia. Oh, Russia! Look what I've done to Russia again. Well, so what? They're 371. I guess that didn't really matter much to them. What's going? Oh my God, this run is just going ape. I'm gonna give myself a 40% chance of world conquest now. I'm going too slowly here. I gotta start picking things up. I gotta go to war with 100 more people at once. Oh, this is gonna suck. At this point, I almost feel bad for Spain, to be honest, but it's necessary to break them apart. It's necessary to hurt them. I gotta do whatever I can, although I probably shouldn't have broken them apart. I should have just taken the country outright. The only problem is, I don't want to deal with the infamy yet. I don't want to swap off yet, because I do still like having Great Britain join into my wars. I still like having France join into my wars. But that's gonna have to change very, very quickly. I have to make a decision very shortly. Otherwise, we're gonna run into trouble. We're 40 years left. And we're, all I've been doing is breaking people apart and conquering Africa. I should be a heck of a lot quicker. I'm not going to show you every tiny war here. I'm telling you this now. You probably heard me say this 100 other times, but I'm not showing you every tiny war. It's not going to happen. Every single tiny war is just going to drive me crazy if I try to edit that. No, you get the major wars only, and only because I write the timestamps down for these major wars. I'm not doing the minor wars, people. It's not gonna happen. It's just not gonna happen. So that's it for Spain. I don't feel bad for them. I probably should have taken a... What did I take from them anyways? Yeah. I forgot that transfer doesn't work. So I'm not even gonna get Cuba, am I? Yeah, I didn't even get Cuba. I keep forgetting that the transfer doesn't work. Why is that bugged? It's so bugged. This game is bugged, I'm telling you. I forgot about that. I forgot. I keep trying to transfer it, and I keep forgetting that it doesn't work anymore. Because it's bugged. I'm trying to do a world conquest in a game where I cannot transfer a puppet or a colony. Unless I think you can if it's the main war goal. But this is the third time I did that and I forgot about it. You know how many war goals I've wasted because of this? This hurts. I don't know why I do this to myself. This is bugged and not fun. But I mean, you're doing this for we're doing this for entertainment purposes, so you get to watch me suffer. So I hope you guys enjoy. That's what this is all about, right? But yes, that's super bugged. I should have got Cuba as the war goal, and instead, nope, I get nothing. Spain got away with that one. I should have taken frickin' Asturias from them. Then I could have had a great frickin' company. But I already got Carnegie Steel, so I think I like Carnegie Steel better than Douro. But we'll see. We'll see. I'm gonna forget about that again. I guarantee it. I just know I am. This is the third time I did that, and each and every single time I keep saying the same thing. It's bugged. Why do I keep doing this to myself? I'm wasting war goals. I'm an idiot. That's all there is to it, guys. I'm an idiot. I keep forgetting about that bug. I hope they fix it in the next hotfix, because that needs to be fixed. That's broken. Very badly broken. I'm impressed at how many wars I managed to pull off already. It's only been 3 years, and I've probably done, what? 10 war... Oh, no. That is the worst possible thing that could have happened to me in this run. India is now free, and I can't forcefully take them from Britain anymore with a cautious ruler. Oh, fuck. I know I shouldn't swear, but I'm giving myself a 25% chance of world conquest now. Oh! I'm a little frustrated. I don't think this is not good. This is very bad. I don't think people realize it, but now India is going to be one of the biggest nightmares in the game. It doesn't matter what you do at this point, especially since you can't transfer. Currently, in the current patch, you cannot transfer. You can't transfer. Fudge. You can't transfer puppets. Okay, I'm losing my mind here because I'm really pissed off. This really hurts the run badly. You cannot transfer puppets anymore. You can't transfer subjects. Even if you take it as a war goal, you can't transfer subjects. So unless I get really, really lucky and India actually unifies, I'm hooped. Because if they unify, I can break them apart into larger countries. Right now, they're just tiny little dinky countries, and they're only like one state each. That hurts, which means if I take out India, all of these become independent. I'm going to have to take them out one by one by one by one, and the diplomatic play takes, what, like 4 months each? So that means I get to kill maybe 3 or 4 countries every year, maybe 5 or something. I don't remember what the exact amount is, but it's not a lot. And there's already a lot of tiny countries you got to get rid of. Like, hopefully I can get rid of these countries. Hopefully Britain will do that for me. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. Hopefully they do. We'll see. We'll see. Sometimes you could draw other countries into wars all at once, and you could take a bunch of different countries all at once, but it's not guaranteed. So, this is horrible. This might be a run killer. That's how horrible this is. I needed them to stay as a puppet. Now I'm hooped. Now I'm badly, badly hooped. The chances go down every chance they get, and I wish I was playing like one of these three countries, if you're playing as one of these three countries, world conquest is easy. Just because of the fact that you don't have to conquer these three countries. I would rather deal with the United States. The United States is a dink when it comes to world conquest, because like you can force it so that they stay as only like half of this land. If they become unified, they become a problem, but I mean, you can stop them from becoming unified, and you can't do that with Qing, Russia, and India. Oh, I can't believe this happened. I'm in trouble. Oh, this is gonna hurt.
After these messages, we'll be right back.
Even if the odds are not in my favor, I'm still gonna keep trying. Which country should I attack next? Probably one of these ones. Like, should I get my declared interest down? I can't right now. Should I go for Haiti, maybe? Could probably take Haiti. Yeah, I don't think anybody's gonna stop me from taking Haiti. Although we're at the danger zone. I might have to do it sooner than I wanted to, simply because of this. But I mean, look at this. This is the reason why I didn't want to go over 100 infamy, is because I mean, you can draw France into wars, and that helps. Especially when you're taking out Russia and Germany at the same time. And Austria. Russia, Germany, and Austria. Just to do what? Just to take a piece out of Brazil. But at least we can break them apart a little bit out of this. And by doing that, we don't go over 100 infamy. Hey, we got to commercialize agriculture. That's good. But yeah, that's a painful run. This is a painful run. Let's get you down here and move you. Oh, you're already set. I just unset it. Whoopsie, that was not smart. I gotta move some more troops in. Okay, who is available? Nobody's available. Well, Brazil is going down very, very shortly, and my game is slowing down very badly. Oh, this is another reason why I don't like showing people World Conquest, is because of how painfully slow the game becomes on my end. Especially when I'm recording. You might see me crawl very, very shortly. Just because of all the warfare that's going on. So, from this point on, I'm definitely not showing any of the warfare. I'm just going to show you the end results of all the warfare. I'm not even going to show you like 99% of the wars, because there's so many small wars that are going on that you're not going to see. And the reason why is because look how painfully slow this has become. Like, I'm not kidding when I say this, people. This will become a 20-hour video if I show you everything. Let's see, we're 1900 in. I think I've been playing this game for 15 hours already, just because of all the warfare. 15 hours, guys. I want you to think about that. That's crazy. That's a full game already. Well, so much for Germany, so much for Brazil. We broke them apart. Good. All that's left is Ruskies. We gotta take the Ruskies out. Make sure to take Ingria so that it's an easy, quick win. I should have probably been breaking it apart so that it's easier just to keep taking Ingria from them. Where are my other troops at? Oh, you're still dealing with Qing? No, that's not me. That's Russia doing it. Oh, I got a front with Russia over here now. Where are my troops at? Oh, they're all down here. Can you guys please go up here and help out? That would be lovely. I would be very happy if you did that. Oh, the slowdown is painful. Painful. This is getting rough. Getting rough. I hope you appreciate the suffering that I'm going through here, because I'm probably never going to do this again. Win or lose, I'm never going to do this again. just because of how my computer can't handle it. I'm sorry, it can't. It just can't. What is going on? Are you guys gonna take Ingria? Have I already taken Ingria? What's going on here? Finland occupies 97% of Ingria. Well, can you take the whole dang thing? Please? Guys? What's going on here? I don't know what's going on, guys. Is that a bug? Am I bugged? Do I have to take out Austria to be able to take anything else out? Is that what's going on here? I don't even know anymore. Okay, well, let's go for Austria then. Maybe if I get them out of the war, it'll be easier to draw to get... Oh, there goes Russia. Okay, so we already got a frontier, so let's... Or is that an actual front? Yes, it is. Okay, then you guys get down here and take Austria out as well. It shouldn't take you too long to deal with that. Hopefully it doesn't take too long. I mean, this is running on forever. But, yeah. Just get all the troops down there. 91%'s not bad, I'm not gonna lie. We got a new company as well. Should I get off the Kinkelban Sobe already? I only had them for 20 years, but I mean, it was nice having them for this 20 years. Oh, I did already get rid of them. Oh, yeah, because I wanted that stupid achievement. Let's see here. Decreases by 10%. Okay, well, I don't want that. I'll take the authority hit. Okay, which company should I go for at this point? Should I go back for the Kinkelbe Sove? I don't think I need them anymore. Should I go for... Who should I go for? What should I go for? Should I go for... No, I don't even need technology anymore. That's the problem. I don't need technology, so none of that's useful to me. Should I go for Colt? I'm going to go for Colt. If I'm going to go for World Conquest, let's go for Colt. Where's my Colt? Where's Colt? Colt. There's Colt. What do I need? I need 5 arm industries in Connecticut. Which one's Connecticut getting in? This one? Yes, it is. And 5 arm industries. Done. Beautiful. Beautiful. And as you probably noticed, I got everything on automatic building mode because if I don't automatically build, I'm going to forget it. I'm telling you this now. With the amount of war that I've been doing, the fact I'm even getting any building done is a miracle just because of automatic build. That's the only reason. The only time I bother to build anything now is construction and bureaucracy. I don't even have to build ports anymore because I got a bajillion ports at this point. Just from the amount of war that we're doing. But Austria, you're not looking too hot here. I think you might be losing very, very shortly. In the meantime, though... Ooh, that's not good. Wow, it's going to cost me a mint, but... I guess I do kind of want to keep the silk industry. Mass immigration, stable supply of power. Okay. Which one should I go for? I'm thinking probably electrical... Well, no, steam turbine. I think that'll be a little bit better. Well, that was an accident. But I'm over 100 infamy. I didn't even realize it until now. Me attacking Mexico was all it took, and I barely even took anything. I just took Chihuahua, and it put me over 100, and I miscalculated, and now I got no choice. Which means France and Britain hate me now. There's no going back. Crap. Okay, let's swap off of our power block, and... what are we going to call this? World... Whoops, I can't. Conquest... Inc. And military treaty. And the reason why is aggressive coordination. That's why. That's it. That's the only reason. I lose everything else. I even lose a company as a result of this. And which company am I going to lose out on? I think we're going to lose out on the banana company because, quite frankly, I don't need them anymore. I already got my achievements from it, so I'm happy with that. Bye-bye, bananas. Sorry, bananas. I love you, but go bye-bye. I don't need you. I mean, we're already over 1 billion GDP and 4,000 constructions wild at 1900. That is actually really good. That's not amazing for some people, but for me, that's pretty darn good. I'm not great at this game, I'm telling you. If you couldn't tell, I made a heck of a lot of mistakes like this. Oh, I got no telephones, do I? Shoot, I gotta build some telephones now. Let's get some of those right now. Get some telephones out there. Oh, I do have telephones, just not a heck of a lot. Okay, let's spread them around. I don't know, I got it on peasants. There we go. Spread them around, spread them around. Just get them out there. That's all you can do. But yeah, now we got the new power block. We're going after Mexico. I have no idea what else. Who else can I attack in the meantime? Do I just have to deal with that? Deal with Mexico, Catalonia, Kasanji. Yeah, we're at the point where if we're not having 4 or 5 wars at once, we're not going to get it done. It's wild how this works. Oh, Sweden. Let's see, I'm going to wait until Mexico, see if I can draw somebody into the Mexico War before I take any more war goals. That's something I'm thinking about at this moment. Looking like Sweden's toast. I got Germany in there. I got Russia in there. Beautiful, beautiful. So we got another big war coming on, and Sweden got their asses handed to them. I don't think I took anything from them, though. That's the problem. I think they were an add-on after the fact, and that's why this time we're waiting for, you know, other countries to join in before I do anything, because Mexico I could take at any time. But Russia and Germany, we're going to want to break those guys apart. Well, the world is starting to come together. If you couldn't tell here, Africa is starting to look a little neat. Could use a little bit more work, especially with the stupid British East Africa in the way. But once we get those guys out of the way, we can start cleaning everything up all at once. Qing pretty much has no choice but to take a beating. Who should I get rid of? Maybe Gobir, get a Wadai. We'll wait until we're done with Qing before we attack somebody else again. I don't think I need it immediately at the moment to start a second war. I'm mostly worried that if I do it too early, we're going to run into issues where we run out of money because we'll have to bring up too many troops all at once. So yeah, we'll just we'll contend with Qing, and once Qing is dealt... Oh, why aren't you at the front? Why do you guys keep leaving the front? Oh, that's another bug that you got to contend with. There's always so many bugs in this game. This is why I don't like dealing with warfare too much. Like I said, this is my one and only attempt. If I don't make it, I'm sorry. I'm not doing it ever again. Well, we took a big chunk out of Qing, and that is a large chunk. I was thinking about breaking them apart into Manchuria, but we're at the point where we can't really break them apart anymore. We only got 30 years left, which means we have to take the land. We have to take it, and we have to protectorate everything that we can in the meantime. I've already started the process of protectorating everything. I mean, pretty much all of... oh, I guess not Venezuela, but pretty much everything else is. We're working on it anyways. I'm working on it, guys. I'm getting there. It's just, there's a lot to do. Only 30 years to do it, and I still got this blight to contend with. India is going to be a nightmare. Oh, I'm not looking forward to it. Every one of these little tiny countries is going to have to be conquered individually. I'm going to cry.
After these messages, we'll be right back.
Oh, Germany. I don't know why you keep jumping into wars that you have no business being a part of, but I love you for it. It makes it easy to take chunks out of you. Look what I'm doing to them now. Oh yeah, I should show you guys my tech. One sec. Let me show you what I'm up to now. Chemical warfare done, flamethrowers done, stormtroopers done. We're working on NCO training. We are a force to contend with. Look at that offense. Just look at it, people. Look at it. Yeah. This is what makes World Conquest possible. I don't have to worry about any wars in the future. I could have every single country attack me all at once and I would win at this point. Simply because of the huge bonuses that I get from, you know, all of this stuff that I got going on here. Especially with stormtroopers now, because I don't even have to add it in the meantime. I think everybody's already got the mobilizations dealt with. Yes, they do. Beautiful, beautiful. All I need are airplanes, and we're pretty much golden. Ooh, why did you leave? Why aren't you going to the front, my friend? Can you go to the front? They kind of overcorrected on this. Now, I understand why after the front is dealt with, they go into away from fronts. Is because what happened before is that the units would go to a frickin' naval invasion and they would be stuck on the naval invasion after the auto change. But what they could have done is, instead of making them idle after a front dies, is just not make it so that they go to a naval invasion. I mean, was it that hard to do? I guess it was, but yeah, we're taking big chunks here, so we're doing good. We might actually have a chance. I'm going to give myself a 40% chance of World Conquest now. We've gone up, boys. We still got India to contend with, and oh, I really don't want to, but we got a good shot now. Russia's going to be a pain. India's going to be a pain. Qing is no longer going to be a pain. All I need is probably one more war with Qing, and we could probably protectorate them at this point because they are very, very weak. I don't know what happened. Their GDP dropped bad. And I guess because I forced out Anhui, and it was a big chunk of their GDP, 10 mil. I took all of this land from them, which was pretty bad for them. Obviously, Yunnan, Sichuan. I don't know what else is going on. I guess that used to be the British land. I don't even... Oh, I guess it was a British land. There's Great Britain right there. So yeah, that used to be British land, and I guess they revolted and got free. And we got another Hunan uprising going on over here, so that might be getting free as well. A lot of interesting stuff going on here. In the meantime, I gotta keep taking out one of the bigger players, and I gotta keep taking out these stupid little tiny countries that are just kind of wasting space and wasting my time. That's really all they're there for at this point. Alright, I gotta timestamp down on this area because I know this is a very important war. I've probably forgotten to show like 100 important wars at this point because that's how many wars there have been. I have been in non-stop war mode since like 1886. I can't keep track of all of this, and like this is going so slowly that I don't want to show you all of the footage because it'll just bore the everlasting heck out of you. This is why I don't want to do this on stream. I never want to do this on a stream. I have decided never ever try World Conquest on a stream because the slowdown is so bad. Look how painfully slow this is. This is bad. This is painfully bad. And oh, there's so many more wars to go through. I haven't even hit India yet. I gotta hit India right now. Oh man, I haven't even taken on Mexico yet. I haven't even taken Brazil yet. I haven't taken Venezuela yet. I haven't taken each. Oh, there's so much to do. I'm gonna go back down. I'm gonna say 25% World Conquest now. I'm losing hope here. This is painful. This is painful. Oh my goodness, the slowdown is getting unbearable. I'm skipping every single time I move. I might, you know what? I've decided. Okay, I'm gonna timestamp here just so people can see how painfully slow this has become, and I'm not gonna move the camera anymore when I show you anything in the future. That's actually why I'm gonna timestamp this, is because I just thought of this. You're not gonna see any movement in the future just because of how painfully slow this is. Holy crap. I'm crawling here. Should I go to speed 4? Would that actually be faster? I think speed 4 might be just as fast as speed 5. Oh, that's so painful. Oh, it's so painful. Yeah, I'm not moving the camera anymore. From now on, it's going to be stationary videos. Yeah, I might just do a montage. We'll think about it, but I might just do a montage of all the final stuff. I'll show you guys the world as we go along, but I'm not forcing myself to go through this anymore. I'm not forcing you guys to watch this. This is too painful to watch. It's too slow. I don't know how the other YouTubers managed to do it. I guess they just got better computers than I thought I had a pretty good computer, but I guess not. I guess I need a better processor if I'm going to do stupid crap like this. But dang, yeah, here's what I got done so far. I took a big chunk out of pretty much everything. Russia's almost toast. I should probably move my troops over to actually help and deal with Russia. Whoopsie. Where are my troops? You guys over here. Can you guys contend with Russia, please, and just get rid of them? And I guess I'll have to make them into a protectorate at this point. I won't be able to conquer them outright. I don't think that's going to be happening anymore. That's fine, that's fine. We're fine. Everything's fine. It's fine! It's fine! Everything's fine. It's just... oof, the slowdown. Hey, I'm sure you can see it on your end, guys. Sorry about that. On the plus side, look how much crap I got building here. I'm not even building construction sectors anymore. This is just stuff I'm collecting as I go along. And yeah, whew. It's just building like crazy. I'm okay with it building like crazy. Maybe I should stop building and that would make the game go faster. but I kind of want to see how big I can get my GDP up. We'll see. We'll see. Oh, the amount of wars going on is just mind-boggling. We are entering into territories of just bonkersness, and I can't keep up with building anymore. It's too slow to bring up the building menu, so I'm just letting the game doing the auto building for me, and I don't know what else to do at this point except attack everything. I'm just attacking everything. Everything's getting slowly conquered here. We're doing big chunks. I got almost all of Africa done. I got Spain done. There goes Spain. I got almost Russia dealt with. They're almost protectorate now. I just got to deal with Europe at this point. I got to deal with whatever's left of India. I don't want to scroll because this is so slow that if I scroll, it'll take like a minute just to move over. So, yeah, this is what you're getting to see now. Static motion. This is what World Conquest is, guys. Now do you understand why I don't do it? I can't keep up. We have so many protectorates now. I don't even know. Okay, I'm gonna dare. I'm gonna zoom out. Bear with the lag, people. Okay. Wasn't that bad. Okay, it wasn't that bad. Let's look at the power block now. We are almost done, guys. We might have a chance of doing this. All I need is to take Canada, I guess Algeria, Yakutia, Australia, Ottomans, and a couple of the smaller countries I haven't bothered to conquer yet. Oh, Korea's over there. If I can get them transferred in a war... Oh, jeez, the lag. If I can get the... I have a chance of winning this. I have a chance. This is painful, but I have a chance. I only get one more war, though. I only get one more war with Britain. So I gotta get this done with this next war. Because France is toast. I'm gonna have to take Algeria after France. Yeah, there goes France. France is gone. We're gonna have to take Belgium next. And then we're gonna have to take England. And once we take England, then we win pretty much. We just gotta transfer over Canada, Australia, Korea, and the Ottomans. I guess they're not in England anymore. Greater Manchester, whatever, man. I guess I gotta protectorate Russia as well. So that's a lot to be done, but we got enough. Russia's truce is up, so they're next. Britain's truce is almost up. 8 months to go. Which countries here do I have to take over still? I got Gwalior and Awad and Tuva. Little tiny Tuva that I forgot about over here. We got a shot. I'm going to give myself a 95% chance of world conquest at this point. I don't know how we did it, but we did it. And oh yeah, I got to take Algeria too. 95% chance. I could still screw this up at the last second. Ooh, I probably should take Sakhalin too. I guess it doesn't count if I don't colonize Sakhalin. Okay, so I'm going to say 50-50 now because I forgot to take Sakhalin. Crap. At least it's running faster now that we don't have a bajillion wars going on. Look how fast this is going now. You remember how painfully slow it was, and now look how fast it is. Oh my goodness, the difference is just staggering.
After these messages, we'll be right back. Yuck.
So all we got to do now is wait for Algeria to go down. They are the last holdout. Everything else is gone. Oh, I guess Tuva too. I forgot about Tuva. Okay, we'll just take out Tuva and then we have world conquest, I think. I guess Sakhalin's almost done, so I guess we'll... I mean, we got 4 years left. Right? 4 years left. Hey, Japan's helping me. Hey, good job, Japan. Thank you. I'm actually happy that Japan's helping me. Yakutia is an indirect. Hey, I don't care. That counts. That counts. So, oh, the lag is so bad. I just gotta take Algeria and Tuva. That's it. Wait. What the fuck? Oh, fuck. Oh, no. Oh, no! I fucking forgot again! God damn it! Oh, no. I forgot about the bug. I fucking forgot about the bug. Pause. Okay, I got the get rid of the lag. Is it every Korea? I fucking hate this game. Okay. The run's over. The run's over. We only have until 1936, and I took Britain out, and I took Canada, and I forced the transfer, and I took the Ottomans, and I forced the transfer. I took Australia, and I forced the transfer. I took Korea, and I forced the transfer, and I thought I won. I thought, oh, well, they're going to transfer over, but the game is bugged. And I forgot about it again. And it didn't transfer because of the bug. Now, I took it as war goals, okay? I didn't just take Britain out and expect them to transfer over for free anymore. I know better because that's changed. But unfortunately, if it's not the primary, like the initial war goal where you actually right-click it and take it as a transfer, it doesn't fucking transfer. I got a world conquest. I don't care. I'm fucking counting it. This is a world conquest, okay? Just because I got screwed over by a goddamn bug, I'm counting it as a world conquest. I don't care. I'm ending it the moment that Algeria and Tuva is over because I'm pissed off at this game right now. I'm pissed. I can't even. There's no truce breaking in this game. So I can't even fix this bug. This is a bug! I can't fix it. There goes Tuva. Algeria's almost toast. They're literally the last one. These 4 countries should be protectorates of mine, or colonies, or whatever the fuck ever. I don't know. Does this even count as a world conquest? I don't even care. I'm at the point where I just don't care. I'm never doing this again. This is the first and last time I'm doing it for videos. I'm never doing it. Never again. If anybody asks me in the future, you should do a world conquest, I'm going to tell them, no! Because I don't want to burn out on this game, and right now I'm very upset at this game. I'm very, very upset. This wasn't game breaking, this was game destroying. This is quit forever and never play again. Just like, see how slow this is going for me? This is what I've had to put up with for 8 hours in like the last 30 years of this game. Just painful slowness. I think it's faster going on speed 4. That's how bad it is. And now because of that bug, because of the transfer bug, where the countries don't transfer over, I don't get my world conquest. I don't care, I'm putting it in the thumbnails. It's a world conquest. Okay? This counts as a world conquest. I don't care what anybody says. I haven't done a world conquest in like 2.5 years on easier patches. And this is the reason why, because how painfully slow it is. Now I do a world conquest and I don't even get to show it off because the game's bugged. I'm not even going to wait for Sakhalin to finish up. Like, once Algeria is done, I count it as a world conquest and I'm done. And I'm never going wide again. Going wide in this game sucks. It just makes it so painfully slow. My run is over. I can't even fix. I can't even truce break. I can't do anything. If I could truce break, this would be a non-problem. This would be nothing. This would be a non-existent issue. But instead, because I cannot truce break, because of stupid reasons that Paradox can't explain, like, this is stupid. I'm really angry. I'm legitimately angry, and yeah, this game's done. This run is over. This is a world conquest. I don't care. You could tell me this isn't a world conquest. You didn't actually do it on video. Well, you know what? Screw you, because I definitely did. Canada should have been my protectorate. Ottoman should have been my protectorate. Australia should have been my protectorate. Korea should have been my protectorate. Instead, I get screwed over because of a bug. Again. Maybe I should have remembered the bug, but, I mean, who remembers all the bugs in this game? And oh, it's going so slow I can't even... There we go. Yeah, we're done. This one's done. So, yeah, let's do the outro. Here we go, guys. Thank you for watching. I mean, I definitely suffered this run. This was not fun anymore. It was fun all the way up until about 1900, and then the moment 1900 hit and the last 36 years of just non-stop war happened, it stopped being fun. And now this bug just kind of killed all the enjoyment. So I hope you enjoyed watching me suffer, because that's what this video is. Obviously, I'm going to publish this as is. I'm just not going to show you everything because... Whew. Let me look at the... Okay, so I've been at this one for 9 hours now, and the previous recording was 15 hours. So 24 hours I have been playing this run. For you guys. I do this for you. That's how much I care about what you guys think of what you guys... Like, I want you to have fun. I want you to enjoy it. Even if I'm suffering, I want you to enjoy it at the end of the day. Anyhow, like I normally say at the end of my videos, life comes at you fast, so don't do what I do and waste 25 hours of your life doing something that you don't enjoy. Go out and do something great. Go out, go fishing, go hug your family, go hang out with your friends, go have an extra brewski with your buddies. Just do what makes you happy, do what you truly enjoy, and connect with people. Be strong, be responsible, be somebody that other people will care for, because at the end of the day, that's what really matters. We're all going to end up in a sick bed eventually, and we're all going to need somebody else at our side. So it is imperative, it is 100% imperative that you prepare for that. Be good to other people. Be good to each other. And just don't do what I did and waste 25 hours on a run that you didn't enjoy. This was horrible. Fix the game, Paradox. Fix it. Give us truce breaks. Fix the stupid transfer of subjects. That's stupid. Oh, I did it like 6 or 7 times this run where I should have had the transfer, and the pivotal one happened just now where it just killed my run. So fix it. Okay, I'm done, guys. I'm done. Good night, and hail Hydra Cat. Okay, so here's the catch. I was very, very frustrated when I was recording last. So I forgot to show you guys the actual aftermath of everything that we've done. So here's the thing. We're going to take a little moment to go through everything that we got done thus far. Obviously, we're going to go into politics, and I want to showcase to you exactly all of the laws that we passed. I pretty much got everything that I wanted, including at the end where I swapped off from rights of assembly to outlaw dissent. And the reason why I swapped to outlaw dissent is for the authority. More authority is always a good thing to have at the end of the game. It's just really nice to have. I never bothered with getting off a legal guardianship or grabbing women's suffrage. I mean, 21 million population per year is kind of hard to scoff at, I'm not going to lie. It was very nice. Especially when I got 1.71 billion people in my borders now. That is spectacular. As for the institutions, I kind of messed around with these ones. I never bothered swapping off of Home Affairs for militia. The reason why is because I wanted all the extra, militia on my side. I got my level 5 healthcare and everything else. Didn't bother raising Social Security. Didn't really care about standard of living this run, so no point in doing so. As for colonial affairs, I kind of went back and forth. The only reason I raised is for Sakhalin, and it doesn't matter, I guess, in the end anyways, so okay. Let's take a look at our number of subjects. We have a redonkulous number of subjects. They all hate us. Can't imagine why. I can't imagine why every one of these subjects hates us. Oh my goodness. We even got Russia. We got Qing. How many? We got 39 subjects in total. How much is that from vassalization? Yeah, I went vassalization. I freaking hate vassalization. But for this playthrough, I decided, you know what? I'm going to change my mind. I know I'm going to have like 40 freaking vassals. That's what, 800? So yeah, it was worth it. It was worth it just for the authority. The only time I would ever say go for vassalization is if you're going to go for world conquest. I guess in a way, same with aggressive coordination. As you can see here, this was pretty much all completely built specifically to make me as scary as possible when it comes to conquest. The militarized industry was always nice for the balloons. The minus 15% military goods is nice. Same with the supply route. Although I don't really care about supply routes. Why would I care when I have 371,000 convoys? I think we're good. Just, call me crazy, but I think we're good. As for our society, I imagine everybody loves us. They better. Well, not everybody. We got 15,000 people who we just don't like the Galicians or the Platinians. Wow, I don't know why. It doesn't make sense as to why, but yeah, there's how many is that? What is that like? There's 150 people. Jeez. 154. I don't know what they did, but they must have done something to really piss my people off because holy crap. Everybody else is either a second class or a full class citizen. 1.7 billion full accepted citizens. My goodness. Let's take a look at those religions, huh? 358 million Catholics, 282 Confucians, 250 Protestants, 200 Sunnis, 198. Oh my gosh, it's just crazy. How many capitalists do I have? I have 10,600,000 capitalists. Oh my god. That is no wonder they're just churning out buildings all the dang time. How many buildings are they working on? 399 buildings. I have put zero effort into my building after a certain point, and it just got crazier and crazier. We're almost 40,000. I put no effort in after 10,000. I stopped at 10,000. I'm like, oh, 10,000 is good enough. I think I'll be fine. I was right. What do we got here? Do I want to look at this? This might scare me. Oh, it's so painful to look at. You want to know what's crazy? We got 0.29%, and that's 5 million people. Oh, this is going to get nuts. This is going to get nuts. This is going to be wild. Oh my god. Oh my... Why are there 40,000 people here? 20,000 people? Oh, we got 236 Meti and 441 Muskegians. 976 Czechs. Why are they even still here? Why haven't they just assimilated in? Oh, this game is redonkulous. No wonder it was so slow. The religions are not that bad, to be honest. They're just really big numbers. Oh my goodness. What else can I show you? I don't even know what else. Let's show you my companies. My companies are doing pretty good. 7 million profit from Home Depot. Not bad, not bad. McDonald's is doing okay. 4 million company profit. I got a 12 million from Carnegie Steel. My United Fruit Company, I kind of brought this back at the last minute just because I got the extra company. I'm like, you know what? Screw it. I'll just put the United Fruit Company back in. They're 2 million. Ford Motors was not very good for some reason. They're 4 million. Huh. I would have expected more. My Colt did terrible. I mean, I like the Army offense, though, so I guess I'm okay with that. But, geez, only 300,000? Terrible. Terrible. Absolutely terrible. I wonder what the GDP is for for the companies I released. Nope, they don't rate. Too bad. I did get for Orlandia, but that was only for a short time. Because now they're number 15. And they got 40 million GDP. Holy moly. That is a lot of GDP. McDonald's got 8 million. Home Depot got 30 million. I didn't even bother giving them the extra land. I probably should have, but whatever. It was too much effort. What else can I show you? My military. You want to see my bonkers military? 2,044 battalions and 282. Oh, you want to see the conscripts? I'm not raising them all. It'll actually, maybe I should just. I know there's gonna be somebody whining at me later down in the line in the comments, like, why didn't you raise all the conscripts so we can see how many there are? Well, here's the thing. I'm not gonna show it all on video. I'm gonna cut it out right here, and I'm gonna show the end result. Alright, that actually took me 10 minutes to do, but I'm finally done, and it's, as you can see here, I have 22,000 battalions now. Well, pretty much. Yeah. My finger hurts from clicking so much. I kind of wish there was a way to add 100 instead of just 10 at a time. I'm going to have to make an entire video on things that Paradox needs to add to Victoria 3 to improve its quality of life, because this World Conquest run has taught me a lot and shown me a lot, and my fingers really hurt as a result of that. Owie, owie. I hope you appreciate what I've done for you, okay? I'm impressed, but I'm done. Okay, this game is over, guys. I just wanted to show you some extra stuff before it's over. I hope I didn't forget anything, and if I did, well, sorry, guys. Again, 7.2 billion, 75% literacy, 20 standard of living, 1.71 billion population. I got 364 million loyalists. My gosh, my funds are pretty good. They can get worse. They can get better. They can go anywhere. It works. I can even add more taxes if I wanted to, just for funsies. Why not? There you go. Look at that. Yeah, losing 4 million on very low tax. You know what? That's it. We're done. Okay, I just wanted to show you this, guys. Thank you, and hail Hydra Cat.